What's up, everybody? Yeah. I'm so paranoid, everybody. Just double check to make sure all the sound. Okay, good. Welcome to us at Fiticus, as we now call it. It's the All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show. ATFGTS at Fiticus, at Figitus, whatever the hell it is. Just keep in mind, everybody, that when we say things on the show, they're just our opinions, and they're not meant to be representative of Smiteworks USA LLC or Fantasy Grounds or DM's Guild or the Forge or anything. Just us. So just keep that in mind. Today we're going to be talking about Level Up Advanced 5e. I'm going to change the inflection in my voice as I see fit. And
Hello.
Hello?
Sorry.
You guys can hear me, right? You guys are waiting for me?
Yeah, no, that was just me being blonde and stupid for a moment.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were blonde. All right. Yeah, well,
Neither did I, so.
Since she spoke up, let's say hello to Fury Fate. How are you, Fury Fate?
I'm good. I had that one moment of terror. It's like my mic wasn't catching me, so I was like, oh shit, did it fail on me again like it did Wednesday? And that was horrible. So, just wanted to make sure I was here okay.
Okay. What about you, Drake? How are you?
My mic's working right. Hello, test. 1, 2.
Awesome.
No.
1, 2, testes.
And count one testy, 2 testes.
1, 2, and what's that? Oh, never mind.
Just make sure you don't have a lump. All right. So we have also with us a former guest, a sometime host, and a permanent welcome member of our lovely community, Miss Robin 5e. How are you, Robin?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
We have to promote her new tag. You can follow her at Robin 5e on everything.
She's changed. Yeah. Why do I sound like I'm 10 miles from the mic? Well, maybe, I don't know. Is this better?
Because he is.
No, I'm not. My mouth is maybe 4 inches off the mic, but what I do is I look to the side like this. Now I'm speaking away from the mic, and then now I'm talking into it because my mic is to the side. It's not in front of me. Okay, I'll try to remember to speak into the mic. I know you guys love my lovely voice so much that you don't want me to turn. If I talk like this, it's not as good. So then I'll try to talk like this. So
when you talk like the last time, it sounds like you're the guy in the stall. Hey man, you got any toilet paper over there?
I can't spare a square. I can't spare a square. All right, so here's what we're talking about today. Here, wait, I want to do this first. Where is it? Let's go here. No, not that. Here it is. On the Fantasy Grounds website, on the store. I mean, you can search for this. So it's a Robin will explain a lot about it, but it's a 5e advanced 5e level up thing, and there's many parts to it. But so far, Fantasy Grounds has put out the Adventurer's Guide and the Monstrous Menagerie, and then there's more to come. Mm-hmm. We're going to concentrate today on the Adventurer's Guide, mm-hmm. which I just went and purchased right before the show, and I have here. And then we'll also talk about what Robin has done and is doing. She's already completed the spell effects code. So you know the Rob 2e spell code effects that you guys all love from like the last 5 years? Well, she did it for this, and there's like 700 of them or 580 or I don't remember how much.
Oh, shit, girl.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Now she's doing the classes, and then she's going to continue to do whatever. And the classes is insane. There's like...
Yeah, so like in the end, you'll have a full suite of all the codes you'll need, essentially, to run it.
And then if anybody has this already, or if you plan on getting it, one thing to keep in mind is that you must turn on the extension that comes with. It is a level up advanced 5th edition extension, and it's, in where the regular extensions are, and you just turn that on, and then all the new crap, which Robin's going to tell us about, will work.
Yes. So I mean, like we could talk about that, right? Because like level up, a lot of people don't necessarily know that it's kind of. I use this word very loosely. Kind of like its own rule set. Kind of. Just for more emphasis.
People are calling it, and I don't know that this is exactly correct to say this, but people are calling it as just an easy explanation to the community, D&D 5.5.
Yeah, and that's
what they're calling it.
A swift way of saying it, for sure. Which I don't take issue with that, necessarily. And
so, there's a lot of stuff. Character creation, origins, heritage, culture, background, destiny. There's classes. There's 13 classes. There's
13.
equipment.
Strange number.
There's multi-classing and feats, ability scores, adventuring, combat, combat maneuvers, spellcasting, and then a lot of appendici. Is it appendices? Appendici.
Appendices.
Yeah.
Would be the plural.
So, what would you like to talk about, Robin? What's the first thing you should say to people?
I mean, you guys will probably all fall asleep, but so Level Up is really awesome, and I haven't seen anything like this really ever happen for 5th edition. But the gist of it, for anyone who's curious, is essentially it takes the bones of 5th edition, advantage, disadvantage, class system, race system, all that, and adds so much onto it to make it play a lot more sort of crunchier would be the tabletop RPG term. There's a lot more character choices to be made. Like in 5th edition, if you play a paladin, for example, sometimes when you level up, you have like a level where you don't get anything, right? You get just like nothing. You just hit 7th level or whatever, and you don't get any features. Maybe some of your old features are upgraded, but you don't get a new feature. That doesn't exist in Level Up at all. Like every class practically gets something at every single level. And a lot of those features, especially in the classes, have multiple choice options for lack of a way of putting it. So like imagine you're a paladin in Level Up, it's called a herald. And at 3rd level you get some feature, but that feature has, 3 or 6 or 10 separate choices within that feature. And that's really the one of the biggest merits of playing Level Up over baseline 5th edition. Not that baseline 5th edition is bad by any means, just that this is it gives you a different play style. You have a lot more choices to make as a character, and not all of them are combat related. There is a lot more exploration and social aspects in Level Up, in addition to more combat additions.
Cool. And by the way, everybody, let's not forget that we're talking to a bona fide member of the creation team. I don't know if my mouse shows up on stream or not, but there it is, Robin Nix. Does my mouse show up on stream?
It does. And
so
that
there it is.
Me.
She's in the credits.
One
of the
name
designers.
In the credits, yes.
So this isn't just some Yahoo we pulled off the street. This is Robin Nix.
I mean, so I'm very humble, though. My part in the grand scheme of everything was very, very small.
Right. The only thing she did was just put her name in the credits. She didn't do anything else. That's it.
That was all the work I did. You are correct.
So how long have you been working on this, and have you been working on it like in secret, like you weren't allowed to tell anybody until like just now?
Well, originally it was in secret, yes. However, they, because everything has been so blurry because of COVID and everything, I kind of have bad like memory of how long ago things were or how long they took. I do know it was during like the majority of the lockdown, especially early on when this began. And I believe the Kickstarter actually was probably last year sometime. Regardless, though, my portion of writing work was done within 4 months or so, I would say. And during that time, it was kind of under wraps. And then afterwards, they did a lot of public playtests actually through the EN World website. So I think that was the point that we were allowed to sort of talk about it on social media and stuff like that.
And you see here, like the level chart is the same as 5e, so yes. a lot of it it's very compatible and works well together and everything like that.
Yeah. So some of the first like major differences you'll notice are the way that you would generate your character's race is broken up into like an origin and then a heritage and a culture. So those 3 parts together would essentially make up what we have as character races in regular baseline 5th edition.
Gotcha.
And there's a whole lot of like
fancy colored chart. Look at that.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff in here. There's a lot of like really ingrained systems for like the exploration and social pillars of the game, and all of that is in addition to a very robust sort of combat system that has more layers than baseline 5th edition. So everything is, in my opinion, a lot more fleshed out. So it works out really cool. There's a new system for the skills system called expertise die. So you have like proficiency in, say, like acrobatics or whatever, but you can gain expertise die through like your class features or your heritage or whatever. Something might give you an acrobatics expertise die, so that whenever you roll acrobatics checks, not only are you adding your proficiency bonus, but you get an additional D4, or you can upgrade your expertise dice to D6s, D8s through various means. Generally, if you get the same die, you would upgrade it to a D6 and so on and so forth. But yeah, it makes you really be able to say, like, my character is really, really good at acrobatics. Not just good, but like really good.
Right. It's more specifically skilled. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and then there's like man, I could talk about this all day. So like take acrobatics for example. You can also have like more honed type skills in acrobatics. So your character could be good at just tumbling or tightrope walking, or whatever you can think of that would fall under acrobatics. And you get extra perks if you're doing that specific task that falls under a higher level skill, basically.
Wow.
Omar, the sword swallowing bard.
Right, yeah, exactly. So it gives you a good way to represent like certain things, like, well, my bard walks into town and wants to impress the people in the town with his sword swallowing skills. So now you have all these perks for doing that specific type of performance.
Nice.
If you fail by 5 or less, you
Oh no. That's an accident I don't want to see happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's actually some really cool tables for critical successes and critical failures for skill checks, which I thought was
interesting.
really cool.
Yeah, that's not a thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
That's pretty
yeah.
Cool. Critical fail in a skill.
Yeah, and like it's really cool. I think it adds a whole extra layer of just things. Yeah, I could talk about this stuff for
in
so
regular
long.
5e, that's a misconception in 5e, is that if you're doing a skill check or trying to pass a DC check, if you roll a 1, you automatically fail, or if you roll a 20, you automatically see. That is not a thing. Those are just straight numbers. They have nothing to do with fumbles or crits. And so it's possible if a DC is 5 and you roll a 1 and you have a +4, you pass. It's not, you didn't fumble or fail. That's not a thing in 5e, but that a lot of people think it is. But I guess here they're making it a thing, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
you have the option to do it.
And then they give you, on not only on top of that, but here's some tables for like what may happen because you failed or succeeded so horribly or so well.
Look at these tables that he had to put together.
Yeah. Oh, and then man, I could talk about all the differences. So like every class, well, some of the classes have different names. So Adept there would be the 5th edition version of a monk. Berserker is your barbarian. I believe Paladin is the Herald. Martial is a brand new class, unique to level up. And I believe those are all the name changes or new ones.
So
the rest of them should be
they added Martial and took away Artificer.
Yes, and Martial is not it's not like a stand-in for an artificer either.
Right, but they because D&D has 13 classes. This has 13. They're all basically the same, except for this is a brand new thing, and then they just took out Artificer.
4E Warlord or something?
Yes, it is based on the 4th edition Warlord.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, I didn't work on the Marshal, so my knowledge there is a little lacking. But as far as I understand, yeah, it's more like a tactician type of.
Good at allowing like help actions and moving people around on the field.
Yeah, that kind of stuff for sure.
Here, take my attack. You can have my attack.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I thought that was really cool that they did, because my portion of writing was majorly here in the classes section, so I'm actually a little more well versed in this area. But so every class has like starting item kits, and unlike in 5th edition where it's like, oh, you can get an explorer's pack or a dungeoneer's pack, blah 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 blah. Every class has just 3 kits, I believe, that they can choose from, and that will include their weapons And for the spellcasters, it will include their type of, whether they get a
Oh,
component
here we
pouch or
go.
a wand or whatever.
Investigator
Yeah,
set, scholar set, mages set, and then it's got the weapon, and then various different backpacks, candles,
yeah.
clothes, a hood, a mess tin.
Which I thought is,
That's a tin you
you
poop
know,
in. It's a mess tin.
at character creation, it's a significantly faster way to be like, here's all the stuff you get. You don't have to make any choices. You're just ready to go.
So the
It is
opposite of
faster.
Pathfinder. Cool. Yeah.
Right. But you can alternatively just take starting gold like any other game and just buy the equipment that you would prefer. Like if you don't want the dagger or you want a sword or whatever.
Right. The artwork's pretty fantastic in this book, I see.
I thought so too. I was really impressed because early on I only ever saw it, before layout. So
Right.
I never got to see a lot of the artwork until the books came out, and I was really impressed with a lot of the art they chose.
And of course the monetary system's still the same, so I think they did the best they could to not make it different where they didn't have to, so it would not like freak people out or confuse people. DM Oswin, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Diablo Bob asks a question in chat. What are the mimics like in Level Up? So here's where I will disappoint all of you. I actually don't know very much about the monsters at all. Nor have I had an opportunity to look them over very much. So I'm terribly sorry, but I can't actually answer that question.
Yeah.
I didn't work on that book.
And I didn't buy I know Drake has the PDFs, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, because he kickstarted it, so he could maybe look up a mimic. But
I think they have a whole plethora of mimics.
Oh, do they?
There's a couch mimic. There's
yes,
a
I
turtle
did
mimic.
hear
There's
that.
a mimic
There's a lot
mimic.
of
There's a mimic that's mimicking being a mimic. It's so cool.
I believe that early on there was an idea floating around of like arrowhead mimics that you could attach
Oh yeah, because
to
somebody talked
arrows.
about that on TikTok.
Yes.
I saw that TikTok. They were talking about like you would have to find the mimic colony or whatever, capture them, raise them, attach them to arrowheads. I'm like, that's a lot of work for freaking mimic arrowheads.
Yes.
Well,
it would
they
be
got
wild
a lot
to
of
see, though.
Do you name them? This is Joey, my little mimic baby that I'm going to shoot.
Right, here's Jeff. We don't talk about Jeff very much. He's a little special.
Feed him little bugs and shit.
Right, little larvas.
They've got a lot of information that D&D doesn't. I mean, D&D touches on a lot of this stuff, but they've got like a really rich, airships and strongholds. And
they're filling in a lot of gaps, right? Like.
Yeah, I would say that's you've hit the nail on the head. Essentially, they're definitely filling in a lot of gaps that some people have issues with in 5th edition. Like some people, these things aren't a concern for them. They don't care about the classes maybe not having lots of choices and things like that. But this is definitely for a certain play style, definitely for certain types of groups. People who just want more crunch, more rules, more choices, and to have the social and exploration pillars of adventuring filled out significantly more.
Yeah. And of course, they had, EN World had the benefit of 8 years of 5e being around while they formulated this. So,
how's it working with a character wizard?
I believe the character wizard is disabled when you run the extension in Fantasy Grounds.
Now, what does that extension do?
Oh, that extension does a lot. So if you just whip up a new character, because I don't know if it will apply to characters you already had there.
I didn't mean that. I meant, can I make a new character? Oh, and it doesn't. Yeah, I don't see the character wizard.
Yeah. So I believe it's just entirely disabled.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the character sheet, if you want to pull one open real quick, I can show you some of the differences. Because that's where you'll notice the most, right? So like where your race would go, it's called heritage now. And actually you can double drop there. You can drop your culture and your heritage, and it will create like the texture will be your culture and your heritage combined, which will essentially make your race.
Cool. I like that, heritage and culture.
I always forget which order, but it used to maybe
Halfling with
it could be
superior
added
dark
on
vision. Nice. I want to
yeah.
play him.
So
There we go.
there you go. You
You
got
got to
it.
do.
He's
So you
gonna
got
be
to
a
do
rogue.
heritage for or culture. I mean heritage first, then culture.
Yeah. And then if you swap over to the skills tab, you'll see there are some new skills. Culture is a skill on its own. Engineering is a new skill. Um, I think that might be the only new ones. But all the other physics and skills are there. And then that's, if I remember correctly, that's the gist of the changes here on the character sheet. I'm trying to think because it's like a lot to remember. But yeah, I believe that's all the changes.
Okay.
And then included with the book or the rule set, if you open up like the campaign effects manager, there are like baseline effects that you can use for expertise die. But if you buy our coding package that we're working on for this, any feature that has expertise die as part of them will already have that coded as part of that skill or that feature.
Sweet. I wonder where that is. I don't know.
So like I don't know how to explain it, but up there where the combat tracker is and like all those buttons, there's one that's for like effects. That one. So it comes with expertise
These
die
are already in
effects
there.
there for you. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And there's exhaustion is called fatigue in this system, and then there's a whole new condition called strife, which they have automatically coded.
Cool.
So when you have a level of strife, it will affect certain things.
Does it tell you? Do they tell? I wonder if this book tells you, like, hey, you got to open the extension.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure.
There's not a way to because
I've
heard that a lot of people are complaining to the to Fantasy Grounds like, hey, some of this stuff doesn't work, and they're like, well, we don't have the extension on. They should.
We got a bunch of questions in chat.
Yeah, I see that.
It should be like a big red letters that says, turn on the extension.
So earlier I saw DM Oswin asked if you'd be able to use this rule set with previously published campaigns from WotC. And the answer to that's a loaded question. So I know that their Ian World specifically will highly tout backward compatibility. So I'll say this. You could build level up characters and run them through Avernus probably without much issue. However, I wouldn't personally, this is my opinion, I wouldn't run like half the party as level up characters and half the party as baseline 5th edition characters and then run them through Avernus. Because I believe that the characters you'll create with level up will feel a lot cooler and they'll feel a lot more powerful, though not necessarily mathematically powerful, but they have more options available to them that the players who are playing baseline 5th edition characters will feel less fun. So they might not have as much fun.
And here's a whole thing on compatibility right here that tells you what the differences are, and they suggest you don't mix and match because it's meant to be played from the ground up.
Yeah, but I think you could mix and match in a sense that you could use character creation stuff from this and spells from this and features from this and still run adventures from original 5th edition.
Yeah, I don't think
that
wouldn't
be
any problem with that at all. No.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, this is cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking running a if they don't have it out yet, a spell jamming campaign using this rule set.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We got the codes. We have everything of the coding that you need. We will.
Yeah.
So, by the way, everybody, I'm going to give away a prize related to this. Now, what I was going to do is, I was going to give away the coding package, and with the caveat that if you win that, you either have to have or buy the module. But I think instead, I'm going to be all fucking generous and give away both.
And
because it costs $28. I don't like it, but I'm
I
going to do
will
it anyway.
forever harp that you probably should never, in my opinion, I have to make that clear that this is just my opinion, but you should probably never combine this Level Up Adventurer's Guide with the original 5th edition Player's Handbook in Fantasy Grounds because that is a headache waiting to happen.
Yes.
Just for the simple fact that you'll have double spell names because a lot of the spells in this are the same name. Cure wounds is a spell, etc., etc. So like, I just don't. I'll say it forever until the day I die. I don't recommend mixing the character option stuff of both of these systems together.
It's kind of the same. I've preached to everybody, like, if you're making a character that has something from Xanathar's that also exists in the player's handbook or whatever, you got to make sure that when you're doing those leveling up and everything, that you use that you do it on the sheet so that it pulls from the right book. Because if you combine a bard from the player's handbook and a bard from Xanathar's, you're screwed. It's over.
Exactly. So same issue.
Right.
And that, like, you don't want to accidentally like put the original version of like a spell from original 5th edition on your character sheet and then come to find later that the level up version of that spell does function differently, and that happens a lot with a lot of the spells. They may seem the same on the surface, but some of them do effectively function differently.
Yeah, so this is I have open here the spells that Robin coded for this book, and there's 50 per page. There's 11 pages, so that means there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 517 codes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that that's how many there were?
I didn't count them, no. Yeah. When I finished, I was just like, okay, that's the last 9th level spell. I'm done.
The price of the module is always based on how much, because you're not going to sell something that has 500 codes in it and then something that has 20 codes in it. You're not going to sell those for the same price. Right. So this book is $27.99, and you can get the monster manual as well. It's called the Monstrous Menagerie. And then this doesn't show the price on the page because I own it, and if you own it, it doesn't show the price. But the price here is 1,700 coins, and I put that link in the. And there's a big warning here. People, I still get emails. Hey, I bought this and it doesn't seem to. And I'm. Do you own Level Up Adventures Guide? Oh well, no. And it I can't make this any bigger font in red. Like it says you have to own that module. And then it even gives a link. Click here, and it takes you to this. Right.
Yeah. Which is a smart addition there.
But I'm gonna give away. I'm gonna go into my pocket, everybody. I'm gonna give away this free because that doesn't cost me anything. Robin doesn't get a commission. It's very upsetting. And then I'm gonna. But she will when I. Don't you get a piece of this?
No,
did you get a flat fee?
No. Yeah, I got a flat per word payment.
Per word. So Robin Nix, how much was it? $100 a word? How much was it, Robin?
That was only 2 words. I don't know if I'm allowed to disclose that information.
Don't
no, I'm not. I'm joking that she, remember when I made the joke that her only contribution was adding her name to the credit, so it was just 2 words.
Yes, that's totally what happened. I'm winking in real life, and you can't see me.
The stamp costs more to mail the check than the check.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me do that. Let me go to the prize thing here. Let's just get everybody all crazy. I don't remember how to do it, you guys. I don't even know how to work this thing. Okay. So,
while you're setting that up, Bob had a question that I don't actually know how to answer. So I'll read it aloud. If additional features are requested, can feature requests be made to be added since the extension is vaulted, assuming incompatibility with a core RPG or 5th edition existing extension? I don't know how to answer that question,
So,
Bob.
first of all, the extension's not vaulted. We don't vault anything that we do. I don't know why.
I think he means the level up extension.
If somebody wants to make an extension for it, they can't.
Right, yeah, I have no idea how that would be handled. Yeah.
A5e module and coding will be the prize. I'm going to set a 1-minute timer, everybody. There's not that many people here. You see, everybody has a good chance of winning this. The keyword is going to be A5E. Go. So exclamation point A5E, everybody. And I will draw one name. And the name I draw will get the coding package and the module per my personal pocket. Because I'm such a fucking great guy. Mm-hmm. That's how I do it. And yeah, so then anybody else that wants to support the effort can buy those items. I mean, if you buy the SmiteWorks module, that doesn't help me at all, but the coding...
But you need it if you want to buy the coding.
And don't forget that Robin's coming out soon, with the classes. And what else is besides classes, Robin? The feats?
So the next module will be class features. I am roughly 25% done with that, but only because it's like a lot. Like I was saying, some classes, they'll get a new feature and it's like 10 different options. So each of those options are their own, enclosed code effect, essentially. I rambled. But okay, so after class features, I will do coding for feats because I feel that's necessary. I will do coding for, then that would be its own module. And then there would be a module for magic items. So those would all, function. And mundane items too. So there would be coding for the torch and, all that, like everything you would need. And then after that, it would be the races, the cultures, the heritage, because some of them get like cold resistance and, whatever, stuff like that.
So that's going to be like 5 or 6 or more.
Four more modules.
Okay.
If I'm counting it. Classes, feats, items, races. Yeah, that's
so would the cultures and the heritages be combined?
Yeah. I would just combine all of that because that makes the most logical sense.
All right, let's pick a name. Here we go. It's very exciting, everyone. It's a moment of truth. Bam! So,
drum roll, please.
Similarly Dreadful, you win. Here's what I can do, Similarly Dreadful. If you're willing to expose your Fantasy Grounds forum name, I can give you these prizes live on the air. If you don't want to do that, I'll have you send me a Discord message, and I'll give them to you after the show's over. So I'll let you decide what you want to do. Similarly Dreadful. Congrats. Following since December 10th, 21. Good on you. So yeah, type in the chat either way what you'd like. Oh, similarly, that's your... I guess that's it. All right, let's go do it. Let's do it right now. So let's go here. Let's gift this to Similarly. Right here. Similarly. That's the right one, right? Similarly. Okay, confirm. Boom. Gifted. And now let's go to here. Let's go...
Talk about a word. If you say more than 10 times, it starts to sound wrong.
Oh, similarly?
Similarly.
Yeah. Let's go to...
Speed limit.
Let's go to my personal order history and go down to gift order.
ROADs.
And
Are
type
you just trying
in...
to make words sound weird now, Drake?
No, I'm actually quoting Chris Farley and
ROAD. Lola lila lola Luke. I am your father. Similarly. Similarly. Okay. By the way, if I confirm that and it's wrong, it'll tell me. You have successfully delivered. Boom. So now, this copy right here, this copy of right here, as soon as I close my Fantasy Grounds, that goes away. Because that belongs to Similarly now. But you can get it. You can get it now. You can go get it now if you want. If I never close Fantasy Grounds, I can always have it. We can scam the system. But yeah, that's not happening.
If I never close Fantasy Grounds.
Because as soon as you close, or maybe I can close it, but I can't update ever. Because when I update, it's going to strip it from my account. Maybe that's it. You know what? I'm actually interested to see. Is it closing it? It's got to be closing. It's got to be updating because closing it doesn't contact
Yeah,
the
I would
internet,
think
right?
updating too. I would guess updating. My
So
money's
let's
on
see if I can go back
updating.
and if I still have it. I still have the extension, so I'm. Oh, see, it's asking me, "Hey, come and give away your crap,
Fix
we
your
we gotta
shit.
take some
bitch."
we gotta take some crap from you.
But I'll bet I still have it because I haven't. Just opening Fantasy Grounds doesn't go to the internet for the updating of your account. So there we go. Well, congrats to similarly. Yes, that does not sound correct to me.
Just keep saying it.
Similarly, I think that's one of those words that people say really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not pronouncing all of it. Like there's so many words that are like that, none of which I can think of besides similarly.
Well, what if the letters are silent? Like there's a silent
Thorough.
Yeah.
There it is. Look, I still have it. Smiteworks is down a module. They've given away a free. They're gonna take it. They're gonna take it from me. They're gonna take it.
There's like a gray area of modules, not quite deleted, but still out there.
Well, and the reason I know that is I've done that so many times where I've given a prize away. Anything that you buy in the Fantasy Ground store. So if you have a DM that you want to gift to them for DM's Day or their birthday or Christmas or whatever, you can buy anything in the Fantasy Ground store, and you have 7 days to give it away to somebody who's also has a forum name that you can, like I did, you type in their forum name and it just transfers it to their account. But you only have 7 days to do that. After 7 days, that's yours, and you can't give it away anymore. But I just purchased that right before the show, so that's how I knew I could give it away.
Yeah, funny you mentioned that. So like my husband, he wanted to write some extensions or like tinker around with writing some extensions for Unity, and previously he had a classic license, like a standard license for classic, but when we switched to Unity, he never upgraded because I have an ultimate license, so he never had like the need to, because with an ultimate license I can host anybody. So anyways, long story short, he was like, well, I'm going to write extensions for Unity, but I can't like look at all the rule sets and stuff unless I actually own a license. So he didn't log into the Fantasy Grounds website. He went to the store to purchase just like a 1 month subscription of the standard, because it's only like $5 or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And he used my PayPal to pay for it. So I guess that dinged it as my account on the Fantasy Grounds website, even though he never logged into either his nor my account. But because he had used my PayPal, it attached it to my Fantasy Grounds account. And I was like, hang on, I know how to fix this. I can just give this to you because I see Rob do it all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was awesome. I just logged into my thing, and it was like right there because I had just, quote, purchased it, and I just gifted it. I was like, "What's your fucking forum username?" I just gifted it away to him. I don't need a sub. I have an ultimate license, bruh.
DM Oswin, thank you for the resub, Bit Boss.
Oh, is it really only $3.99 a month?
Yeah, it's only. That's what he said. You said $5, and I'm like, I think it's $4.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's
well,
$3.99 a month or $39 for lifetime.
For one time, yeah. He was just, I just want to tinker around for a little bit. What's $4? So.
Your best bet is just to get on the table with a DM that's got all this shit like me.
What
right,
hell?
but you can't actually access like the rule set, like the 5th edition rule set files and stuff unless you are doing it through your own license or whatever.
This is new. I think they're forcing you to get 3 months minimum. Is that what they're doing? Because that doesn't make any sense. $9.99 for the first 3 months, then $9.99 a month. I mean, that doesn't make sense unless what that says is 3 month minimum. Let's find out. Is it a 3 month minimum? Oh my God!
No, I think you can just pay monthly.
Like but what they're saying is that for the first 3 months, you're doing $9.99, and then after that.
Oh, for the ultimate.
Oh, version. Is it the first 3 months for $9.99? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Oh, so it's $3.33.
So you get 9 months or 3 months for $9.99.
So they're basically saying, hey, sign up for a month, we'll give you 2 free,
2
and
months
then it's
for free.
Wow, they never used to do that. That's pretty awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really nice. And that's the ultimate license, right?
That's the ultimate license, yeah. It's funny. I don't know if you guys remember Akmotu, Jacob, he all-knowing master of the universe, Akmotu. He's the guy that made my stream intro, and he comes to the community and then he disappears for 2 years, and then he comes back and then he disappears for 2 years. he did a explanation. He does the monthly, And he's done it for like 6 years. And I said, well, why did you?
Why would
Yeah,
you do
I said, why would you do that? And he goes, well, because I really like Fantasy Grounds and I believe in it. So I'm purposefully doing the $10 a month so that I can give that to the company. I said, oh, well, that's
very nice.
That's a nice, yeah. I paid this right here.
Yeah. So when I started, this is actually how I think it should happen for a lot of people, especially if you're close with the group that you start with. But anyways, long story short, when I started Fantasy Grounds in 2015, we previously were playing on Roll20, like I think most people are. When they investigate VTTs, you start wherever it's free, right? My group, I had just, in passing, I told them about Fantasy Grounds and showed them some videos, and I was like, this is so cool. I'm going to get it someday when I can afford it, because I couldn't at the time. And they were like, oh, don't worry about it. Well, I'll just chip in for it. So they all like PayPal'd me, $20, $20 from all my players, and then bam, we got Fantasy Grounds.
Right. A lot of groups do that, because if you have a permanent DM, then you only need to come up with $149 for the whole group.
Yeah, between
because everybody else can just use
people.
a free license. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So
if you got 5 people, everybody pays $30. Bam.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
The DM gets to pay $29 though, because they get to have the benefit of.
Yeah.
Because there's no tax. It's just $149. That's it.
Yep, that's it, and then you're set for life.
And then if you're me, you spend another, I don't know, $5,000 buying.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
I've definitely spent more than $150 on Fantasy Grounds.
And everybody knows the story about I went
trip to Orlando. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, yeah, I'm not even including that in my. Oh my God, I've spent so much money. I don't even want to go add it up. It's amazing. I don't have a spreadsheet for how much money I've spent on that. And then everybody knows the story. I think most people know the story about when the first day I bought Fantasy Grounds license and all the stuff. I bought every 5e book, which at the time was only Monster Manual, Player's Handbook, Lost Mine of Phandelver, I think Princess of the Apocalypse, and Out of the Abyss. The DMG wasn't even out yet. But the whole, it was like 240. It was whatever. It was two and change. And then the next fucking day, it all went on sale for like the winter sale or whatever. And I was like, holy fuck. And it would have been a matter of like 50%, right? So I emailed Doug. I didn't know who Doug was. I just looked up who's the fucking president of this fucking thing. And I looked him up, and he's very, you can get his email. It's not that hard. And then I emailed him and I said, hey, I just bought all this stuff today and it went on sale. And he sent me an email back right away, like within a few hours. And he said, well, since this works on commission, I can't really just refund you the money because that'll screw up people's commissions they get paid. But what I can do is I'll just refund the entire order and you can rebuy it at the discounted price. And that impressed me so much that that's like 80% of the reason I am where I am today doing what I'm doing today is because he did that.
Yeah. Fantasy Grounds was awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the community are awesome.
Yes, I agree. And then I ended up, working for him, and I met him in person and kind of became friendly with him. And, we had interpersonal relationship with jokes where like there's one where he wasn't really mad. He just thought it was odd that I had such a potty mouth. And he goes, I want to collect a nickel from you every time you say the F word, and I'll be retired soon. And so we had this joke between us. And so I literally taped a nickel to a 3x5 card and sent it to him in the mail. And it just said, fuck you, and it with a nickel on it. And I sent it to his house. And then like 4 days later, I opened my email, and there's an email from Doug that just says, good one. And I knew that's what, and we never spoke about it again. And I knew that was in response to that or whatever. But then
Maybe he still has that card.
He probably still has it. He's probably in some drawer in his house somewhere. But and then when I was on the social media team for whatever that was, 2.5 years or whatever, it was February of 18 to March of 21. So whatever that is. I'd be on a Zoom with him or whatever, and I don't know. Anyway, my point is he's a good guy. He's a good guy. And I actually met John. I actually met Moon Wizard first because Moon Wizard used to live in Seattle, and I live in Spokane. So I went to Seattle once, and I said to Moon Wizard, "Hey, how about coming and hanging out and meeting?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So Leroon and I went to, the founder of Fantasy Grounds Academy. He and I went to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, and I bought dinner, and he's like, "Oh no, Rob, you don't have to do that." And I go, "Listen, thank you for allowing me to do what I do with Fantasy Grounds. Believe me, I can buy this dinner." So he was like, "All right." So because Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, that's not cheap. And so then I met him, and then he moved to Reno now because of his daughter. So he doesn't live in Seattle anymore. But I saw both of them I met Doug when I met Drake in Florida. That was July of 2018, right?
Wow.
Is that 4 years ago? That can't be right. Is that right? No, was it July of 2019? See,
I think it was July of 2019.
Okay, because all the years.
But COVID.
But that was before COVID became
Yeah,
real.
No, but COVID was. Oh, you're right.
COVID
You're right.
was
You're
March
right.
of 2020.
COVID made
Right,
time paradox in my brain.
That's what I'm saying. I forget
Yeah.
like half the crap that's happened over the last 2 years because it all just bleeds together. Stupid COVID.
Here I can find out when Alpha Party. When are these picks? Yeah, 19. You're right. It was 19.
No, 19. No, 19.
No.
So 3 years ago, that feels about right.
Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah, but time is.
Because my shirt's not that worn. It's only about 3 years old.
And time to me, I don't know. Yeah, people in our audience are probably. I mean, I think our audience is like 30s, 40s, 50s. That's how old people are. But when you get older, I'm just telling you, man. Like last week and last year are just the same to me. Like none of it. It's
Right.
all one big blending
That's
of
what I'm saying.
everything. That's what
Similarly, Dreadful has another question
Okay.
regarding Level Up. So, Level Up Advanced 5e will have its own effects coding, etc., but how well will it work with other 5th edition extensions? Has anyone tried it with other extensions? So, I can pretty much answer this right away. Nobody's tried it.
No, but
because it's so new. I don't.
Most extensions are based on rule sets and the inner
Right.
workings, and not on a module. So it wouldn't really have any effect. It would be all the same.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as far as I know, I would assume that most extensions will probably still work, and I feel like that's the most, clear answer because we don't know, right? Something might not work, but I have a good feeling most extensions, like Kent McCullough extensions, I included codes in the coding package for use with all of his extensions to the best of my abilities, like on turn effects and save advantage and all that stuff.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so
because as you know, those are all marked with a plus sign.
Right.
And if we go look at all the ones with a plus sign, bam, all of them look a lot.
So, I mean, in retrospect, I probably should have done my due diligence and tested them, which I can do, shortly here and post in Rob's Discord, my findings. But I have a good feeling that they're going to work anyways.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, right?
And the great thing about us making these things, not just this one, but any of the stuff that Team 2E makes, is if there's a problem, you let us know and we fix it in like 2 seconds. Boom.
Yeah.
Like that. So what about next week? What are we going to do next week?
Report our findings about the due diligence that Robin just talked about.
It's just going to be me and you, Fury. Drake's won't be here. Robin won't be here.
So God, what will we do?
What will we do? Normally what we do is we do a
product
showcase, right? Which we'll do.
We're going to do Forge products?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you have something coming up that's going to be dropping in the Forge soon?
Well, Robin has some. Bob has a thing. But we'll probably, when Diablo Bob does his, we'll have him on the show specifically as soon as we can.
Okay.
Don't have a date on that. And that I know of, there's no other secret projects in the works. Although members
of a secret project in the works.
Members of the team are very good. This is what happens.
She can't talk about it.
You would think that members of the team would say, "Hey, Rob, I'm working on a thing." But no, what they do is I don't think they want to get me excited, so nobody tells me anything. And then the day it's done, they just send me they send me the files and go, "Here, publish this. This is done." And I'm like, "What is this?" That's kind of how it works now for the last couple of years. But Robin, what are you working on?
So, I mean, this is why I don't talk about it that much, though, because it's not that interesting to most people. But I'm actually releasing a campaign setting this summer that is almost entirely written by me.
Oh
Almost
yeah, you did tell
entirely.
me that. That's right. I remember now.
Yeah.
That's
That'll be
cool.
cool.
Yeah, I actually did a lot of artwork for it myself as well,
Oh,
so we'll
nice.
see how terrible it all looks in the end, but
You know, it's
Really? You
funny.
did your own artwork? I'm so
some
excited.
stuff, yeah. I'm much better artist for like world maps and stuff like that. Like that's I think where my strengths lie. I'm definitely not like a character artist. However, my niece, um, she is a fantastic artist. Hoping to go to art school very soon. She's actually doing some of the race art for
Did
me,
you
and they are
outsource child
amazing.
labor?
I paid her. I paid her. I paid her uh, industry standard commission rates
Oh
because
shit.
I believe in her and I love her and her art is amazing. So
Does she have
yeah,
like a Twitter, Instagram, something that we can look at her art?
she does not. She is a minor, so her
Oh,
mom isn't sure about social media and all that kind of stuff at the moment. But she will have.
understandable.
She does want to make like a portfolio type thing because she'll be going to art school soon. So
That's important.
yeah, she thinks maybe after this she'll make a like an online portfolio of some sort.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is cool and good call on the social media. By the way, I don't think. I mean,
Yeah.
I always say that if I didn't have a business, I wouldn't be on social media anyway.
Right.
It's just a pit of hell.
It is.
Remember, everybody, Twitter is the bathroom wall. Facebook is the sewer. That's.
Which you can find Rob on both of those.
I'm on both. I'm on Instagram. I'm on everything. What's up, Messy? So, Rob, do you expect coders to have communication skills? No, I do not. To that, I say refrigerator.
Well said.
I am looking for. So, DM Osmond says, I'm looking forward to it. What role said that be for? I don't know what that means. Maybe are they asking about?
Oh, what rules set?
Oh, rule
Oh.
set.
Cam-
Oh,
what
5e,
is
right,
or
Robin?
Yeah, so I mean mine will be all of the mechanics information in there will be for 5th edition, but you could use the setting. It's just a campaign setting. You could use it in any setting or any rule set that you wanted to cuz there's like the first portion of the book will be like lore and region information and like all that kind of stuff. So you could use that in any rule set you wanted. But when it comes to like the character races and all those like stat things, that will be 5th edition specific information.
Cool. So don't forget, everybody, on May 8th, the big 200th show where we're going to give away thousands of dollars in prizes. Not an
trivia.
exaggeration. Playing trivia, that's right. Oh yeah, I should actually
I'm
put
serious.
200th show trivia prize extravaganza giveaway. That's what we'll say.
It's gonna be awesome.
So next week it'll just be Fury and I. Tune in anyway. and that's it. I don't know. Anything else? If you guys have questions about we've been doing this since February of 18, so we've been doing it 4 years. And we always and most times I forget to say this, but we always want to answer your guys' general questions about Fantasy Grounds. I think most people that watch the show now probably don't have them because they all used Fantasy Grounds. But if you guys do have a question, there's 4 of us here that know what we're doing. So, well, there's 3 and me. So if you guys want, I make jokes about self-deprecation, everybody. That's my bit. The ladies like it. That's why I'm single. Thank you. But if you guys do have questions, just ask them. You can tell by the silence of the other hosts that I'm not. Well, there we go. Fury had a laugh in there. I'm surprised.
I am arranging my hair into a ponytail, so I couldn't press my push to talk button.
my motto is if I can't figure it out, I know people that can.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. Quote number 83. Robots are dope, though. Robin, April 12th, 20. I don't remember that.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you
I
said
don't
that.
remember saying that.
You said that.
Robots are dope, though.
They are
mean,
dope,
that sounds like something I would
It
say.
sounds exactly like what you would say.
I'm trying to think of what we were playing when you
What
said
were we
that.
doing? Oh, it was on my birthday of 2020. That was
Yeah.
my birthday. What were we doing on my birthday? Was it
that
a
was
Sunday?
your 33rd birthday, right?
I don't know. That requires me to do math.
Well, you were born in
Scroll up,
87.
Rob.
I was
Scroll
born
up.
in 88.
Oh, you were born in 88? Okay, well, then it was your 37th. It's going to be your 33rd birthday here on April 12th.
No, I'm turning 34 this year.
Oh, because it's 22, not 21. See, see, I told you. I'm lucky I remembered it was April 12th.
Time paradox, Rob.
So yeah, that was my 32nd birthday. Jesus, I can't believe I can't, because COVID ruined everything. I don't know how many years have passed.
You're telling
I can't
me,
believe
sister.
I've known all of you for that long. I mean, I've been a part of the community for a long time, since 2015, but I was prior to just a few years ago, I was always very shy. I'm actually really shy person. Like, people don't know that about me.
People don't believe me, but I'm also very shy. It doesn't seem
I'm good
like
at
it.
faking unshyness. What's the
Yeah,
opposite of shyness? I don't even know what it is.
Because
Flamboyant? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, extroverted. I'm good at faking extroversion.
yeah, like I'm a shy extrovert is what I am. It doesn't make sense, but I am.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you to the team. I made an inquiry yesterday about the Zoom function, of the possibility of making that was you, the extension, and the next day there was an extension. Yeah, DM Oswald. Now I know what because Manicure made him an extension for free, and I'm like, free? Because but it's fine.
You want the money?
I want money, but it's
Bon
fine.
says it was the robot rap game.
Robot
rap?
In Jackbox, the Jackbox robot rap game.
Oh yeah, but robots are dope though.
Robots are dope though.
Yeah, we played that on your birthday. Now I remember that. We don't do that anymore.
I can't remember.
Bob, yeah,
Because
there's
it got down to 2 people playing.
Yeah.
Bob always remembers all. Bob and Manicure, those guys remember everything.
Man, I should run a one shot for my birthday this year. I might do that.
Oh, hey, by the way, everybody, Robin is running on Saturday the 2nd, which is this coming Saturday. Robin is running a one shot for the normal Saturday group on this channel. So Drake will be playing Legos with his friends at a different event, and
he's
so
gonna miss it, and
Robin
he's gonna regret it.
Robin is gonna run us through our group. So that's Maticuri, Svenster, Marbanya, Diablo Bob, myself being DM'd by Robin on Saturday on this channel.
And I can't believe Drake.
What exactly is this one shot about?
I can't. I know. Spoiler.
All I know is we were told to bring snacks. That's all the information we have.
Okay, but specifically, I asked for candy, which I realized was a mistake. I was called out for that.
No, candy's fine. My A1C is 6%. It's fine. I still have another.
I tell you, everybody's gonna have candy.
I'm trying to get adult onset type 2 diabetes as bad as I can, but I can't do it. I've been trying. I've been trying for like 35 years.
Eat the whole bag.
You're not.
Yeah, definitely don't.
You're not supposed to. Remember Chris Farley? He's like, my mom would get the Weight Watchers ice cream, and then she would say, "But it doesn't work if you eat the whole gallon."
But
it's about diabetes. That's right. It's about, and we're gonna bring back Wilford Brimley, if everybody knows who that is, so he can say diabetes. That's the guy that said diabetes.
I send. Go ahead.
So you can't drink Slim Fast and eat a pizza. It doesn't work that way.
Right. That is correct.
You can do that.
I mean, it's not gonna work.
You shouldn't.
My favorite was when I worked in high school and I worked at Dairy Queen. People would come in and they'd go, "I'll have a double burger, large fry, peanut butter parfait, cherry sundae, Diet Coke," and I'm like, "Why? Why?
Hey, you know what? There are some people, and this is something that my husband, who works at Coca-Cola, tells me, that some people like that weird taste of Diet Coke.
I'm one of those people.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
No, Diet Pepsi is the most vile and disgusting liquid on planet Earth.
Like, I actually don't mind. I prefer, as a Coca-Cola wife, I prefer Diet Pepsi over Diet Coke.
Oh my god, I'd rather drink like lava made out of shit than Diet Pepsi. Like Diet Pepsi it tastes like medicine to me. Diet Coke
here's my favorite diet drink It is the A&W Diet Root Beer.
Yes! That is so good. That is so good.
It is so good.
It is so good. It's hard to find though.
God.
It's very rare. I also
not for me.
I also like Diet Right, which is the diet version of RC Cola. Also hard to find.
Gross.
I love
gross.
how excited you
Gross.
got over the Diet Root Beer.
They got Diet Right at Piggly Wiggly.
Robin,
Yeah.
you don't like Princess
What the
Bride.
fuck
You're
is
gonna
a
join
Piggly
Al
Wiggly?
Qaeda.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah,
Piggly
Piggly
Wiggly?
Wiggly is
Yeah.
a real thing. That's right.
Yeah, but there's a Piggly Wiggly right down the street from my house. Like, I could walk
Picture of
to
it.
it. It's
know
so
they have
close.
Diet Right. You know
Oh my
they
god,
have Diet
no.
Right.
My favorite place that I've seen driving through Texas is called Come and Go, and it's spelled come
Yeah,
with a
with
K.
a
Yes,
K?
yes,
Yeah.
I've seen those.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
By the way, if
Are
you're a
they
new
serious?
viewer, welcome to the end of the show where it devolves into fucking
Yes,
bullshit that
this
has
is-
nothing to do with Fantasy Grounds.
This is madness.
Piggly Wiggly, right here.
Yep.
Oh god. Oh my god, look at the umbrella is adorable.
Right?
Shopping is kind of unique.
Okay,
You just take it off the pallet. You just take it off the pallet.
This
Mhm.
is reminiscent to in Texas what we have is called Buc-ee's, which is a what is it, a woodchuck or something themed gas station / mega gas station.
They got them here in Florida.
Oh, they do? Okay. So yeah.
This was my
Georgia.
This was how I was only in college for like a year and a quarter, but yeah, Jolt Cola and No-Dos was what I used in college.
Yeah.
I was taking drugs.
Those are no longer made, right?
No, I think they still are. It's just hard to find.
Oh, God.
What was the other thing? I was Piggly Wiggly. Come and Go. This is a real thing.
Yeah. The first
Yeah, look.
time I saw that, I'm like,
Here it is.
like, really?
Can you imagine driving down the street and seeing that and what the fuck?
I mean, but they're everywhere too, though.
We were driving to oh god, where the fuck were we? In Colorado, and I saw it Come and Go. I'm like, are you kidding me? You fucking serious? This is a real place? And of course we had to go inside and see what it was all about and grab some of their branded chips, which weren't that good.
Yeah. I
Were
know.
they soggy? Were they soggy?
No, they were just lacking in flavor.
My brother, my I hate to even mention. I have 4 step siblings that are all just fucking morons. I haven't seen any of them in 35 years. But
anyways, go ahead with the story.
When I was a little kid, he used to make me laugh because he would call every convenience store Stop and Rob.
Wow.
And it was funny to me because it had my name in it, but it was also the idea that all convenience stores were just there so that people could rob them. You just conveniently drive your car in, get out, run in, take the money, get in your car and go. Stop and rob. That was funny to me when I was 9.
But you still mentally are.
Come and Go. And then there's AM PM. You don't know what time it is.
9 and a half now. He's 9 and
You go to AM PM, you don't know what time it is.
No, the best convenience stores are Quick Trips, which we don't have up here, but we had them when we lived in Missouri.
Circle
And that's
K.
the best. Absolute best. Quick Trip makes the best pretzels that you can get at a convenience store. They're so good.
See, I knew how to spell it. Isn't that interesting that I knew how because I've traveled, I've seen things.
Yeah.
Does everybody know why 7-Eleven is called 7-Eleven? You guys all know that, right?
Because it was open 7 days a week, 11 hours a day.
Close. It was open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Oh.
And then now they're all 24 hours or not at all.
Oh, I didn't know they were 24 hours. I mean, that makes sense, though. Yeah, with a K. Quick.
It's with a K, Diablo Bob. Quick
But
Trip.
no extra C in there either.
It's got a K. It's got a, I spelled it right. With a, like that.
Yeah.
Quick Trip.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
God, they make
such
good pretzels.
We have, this creeps me out, but we have Nom Nom. Do you guys have Nom? Look, it's not even, it must be just a Spokane thing. Nom Nom, because they all used to be
Spokane's not connected to the internet?
Oh, is it a different one, Messy, that I'm thinking of? I thought it was the one with the K.
No, it's this.
Messy says it was Quick
Nom Nom.
Trip
They
with
look
a
like
Q.
this. And they all used to be called Zip
Store?
Trip. Yeah, it's a fucking they all used to be called Zip Trip, and then overnight, all the Zip Trips were Nom Noms. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Nom
Look,
Nom.
there's a picture of the Zip Trip right there underneath it. The Taco Tuesday, August 13th.
Oh yeah, they used to be this.
They
used to be Zip Trip, and now they're all
Nom Nom.
Nom Noms. Yeah, just
That's
overnight.
a cool name for a
It
convenience
was like
store.
in like the mid '90s, Bank of America changed their logo, and I was driving from city to city and doing comedy, right? So I'd be in like 3 cities in one day, and and overnight they did they did a coordinated sign change, and all the Bank of Americas changed their signage on the same exact day at the same exact hour. It was crazy. So then I went and I saw all the signs being changed in like 3 different cities, and I thought it was cool. But yeah, these guys all changed their whole thing in one day. So there you go. You can go inside and get like pastries and coffee, whatever. I don't drink coffee. Welcome to the fantasy. This is by the way, this is All Things FantasyCon's talk show for those people just joining us. We're talking about Circle K and Quick and Come and Go. 7-Eleven. You see those close all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple in Midtown. Just a couple Circle K's.
Oh, we have a BP by us.
Oh, British Petroleum.
Yeah.
But I remember when it was Gulf. Weren't they used to be Gulf?
Well, and then some places like something like Carl's Jr. is also Hardee's, but depends
Hardee's.
on if you're east or
what
west.
Side
right?
of the Mississippi you're on.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's a couple things that do that. BP,
Carl's Jr. is superior in every way.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
That's
Hardee's
the West Coast version. Yeah, even though they're exactly the same, but the West Coast version is better.
We don't have too many Hardee's. I can't judge it properly.
It's have you ever had Carl's Jr.? It's the same.
No, I never had the West Side.
Yeah, so my eldest brother's name is Carl, so we lived on the West Coast where they're all called Carl's Jr. So we would go and be like, "Hey, does your kid work here?" Or whatever, just stupid jokes.
Yeah. Did he get a discount? The
no.
owner's discount?
No. Their burgers are so good, though.
Carl's, see right here, Carl's Jr. Hardee's together right here.
Yeah, we have Hardee's here in Chicago, I think. Yeah, it's Hardee's over here. Oh, there's not one like particularly near us, so it's not something we have all that often.
Here's something that's fun.
I hate White Castle.
The closest White Castle to me is in Minnesota.
Yeah, there's one in
no White Castles
Wisconsin
in the West.
by us.
There's nothing even near that. We got Crystals. That's it.
How do you make this map go? Yeah, like this.
White Castle.
Look. Oh well, fuck. Here, I'm coming to you from the surface of Mars, everybody.
A repeating globe too.
Look, see, there's nothing down here.
Whoa, wait a minute. There used to be Minnesota. Yeah, there is. Yeah. So Carl's Jr. Wait, I thought they were all kind of New York and shit too. No.
Wait, if you zoom in more, it'll
here it's because of the zip code. I didn't mean to.
Because it wasn't showing the Chicago ones initially until you zoomed in.
Locations here. Let's just refresh. Now go out. There we go. Okay, yeah, it is only. Wow, Carl's Jr. is pretty famous for only being located right there.
This is White Castle you're looking at.
I meant White Castle. But I thought no. But see, what it's doing is it's giving me a zip code that I don't like. If I typed in my zip code,
it's only giving you things within
a
reasonable drive.
So there's one in Las Vegas.
Oh, not even in Las Vegas, like nowhere near Las Vegas, actually.
Oh, really?
It's in Arizona.
In Arizona.
Is it the one out
at? It is. It's Phoenix. Okay. I used to live in Phoenix. I lived there 10 years.
You just saw Las Vegas. You got
I think there's 2 of them out there.
You're not missing much. White Castle sucks.
That's what I hear all the time.
I am not a fan.
They're like those people that like swear by it, like, oh, it's so amazing. Like,
yeah, my husband really likes White Castle, but I don't like it.
2 miles apart.
No. This is
kind of weird.
This is not even Phoenix. This is fucking way out there. This is so Phoenix is here. Phoenix proper. When I lived there 10 years, I moved 10 times. I lived in Phoenix. I lived in Tempe. I lived in Mesa. I lived in Glendale. I lived in Scottsdale. I lived everywhere.
Okay.
So I lived where what would have been pretty close to this one. This looks like it might be. So Rio Salado Parkway and right by the Salt River. That Salt River.
You could have got White Castle on your way around.
Yeah, if I waited 25 years, I could have gone to White Castle. They didn't have White Castle there when I was there. Fuck. No, when I lived in Phoenix, gas was 99 cents and tacos at Taco Bell and burgers at Burger King were 39 cents. That's what the prices were when I lived in Phoenix.
Yeah. Have you ever had Raising Cane's?
No.
Oh my god, it's so good. Canes. Yeah. That all it is chicken. That's all they have on their
Oh,
menu.
you know, Washington State's really bad about chicken. We don't have Popeyes. We don't have Raising Cane's. We don't have like any. We have Kentucky.
Zaxby's?
What was that one?
Zaxby's?
No,
That's my
Zaxby's.
favorite. I like Zaxby's. Yeah, there you go. Did you mean Zaxby? Google knew. That one is so good. We had
Never heard of
that
it.
in when we lived in Tennessee. They had a Zaxby's in Clarksville, Fort Campbell, and it's just so good. I would walk there like while Messi was at work. I'd take my 10-year-old. He was like 2 at the time, and I would walk to Zaxby's and sit down and eat Zaxby's. It was so good. But Raising Cane's, I think, is even better. And we just got one here in the greater Chicago area. So good. They
No
put drugs in
results.
their
Fuck
chicken.
off.
I thought
Yeah,
there was one
I've
in
never even heard of it,
Washington.
but we don't have a.
Maybe it's just in the South.
There's a lot of them in Georgia,
We
Yeah.
used to have
North
You guys know
Florida.
Boston Market?
Yeah. Oh, we got one here in Jupiter.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about Boston Market. We used to have them, and they all left. They abandoned Washington State. So, and I actually have I have one of these frozen meals in my freezer right now. I haven't tried it yet, but I saw it at the grocery store and I freaked out. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it, because their
I've never
turkey.
had Whataburger.
Oh my god, Boston
I want
Market
one.
has they like their turkey is made out of like cocaine and love and clouds. I don't know what's in it. It's good. Yeah, Whataburger. Whataburger's good. Whataburger always to me goes also. There's a hot dog place that has this logo looking
The
like
Wiener Schnitzel?
yeah, Wiener Schnitzel. Those to me those are the same.
Yeah, it does look
What?
similar. Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, look
And
at
Whataburger?
yeah. So now see the Whataburger
okay.
logo. Now watch this. Watch Wiener Schnitzel. Well, they changed it.
It used to be different in the 90s. It was an orange
different.
W.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find that.
You guys are making me freaking hungry, y'all.
I know, I'm so hungry
Damn
now.
hot dogs.
No,
they
this
totally
is making
changed.
me
I swear to God,
nauseous.
it was just like the same as Whataburger.
Oh, maybe.
I want a chili cheese dog.
Oh,
now.
yeah, I love chili cheese dogs.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
know the
The only way
buildings
to
used to
have
look the
hot dogs?
same. That little shape there, that little triangle A-frame shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me freaking out. And then Robin joined in. It was what's that? The Mandela effect.
It was probably.
We thought it was something that it never was.
Bet it was. That's exactly what's going on.
Oh my God! Your husband brought you dinner. Now I'm hungry as fuck.
Yeah, I had barbecue something. I think it was pork. I'm not sure.
Oh, all my eBay listings.
It was
eBay,
they had
eBay,
barbecue
200
sauce and it was
200
meat.
eBay listings. all
And
just
mixed
expired.
veggies, which were the best part, and a dinner roll. It was really good.
I like how you deny you eat pork. I think it was
well,
pork.
I think it was pork. I don't usually
The
like
fact
eat
that
a
you
lot of
don't
meat.
know what it was, that's the alarming part
Because
for
I'm
me.
not a meat connoisseur. It didn't look like chicken, but it might be chicken. I don't know.
Again, that's very alarming that you do not know what you put in your mouth.
Okay, but I'm not like a vegan or anything. I just like I don't eat a lot of meat unless it's a certain way. Like I like burgers, like most people do, and I know that that's beef. Like I'm not that stupid. I didn't grow up eating a lot of pork either, so it's hard for me. I guess sometimes if depending on how it's cooked, I can't tell. I can't distinguish it from chicken sometimes. Like pulled pork and pulled chicken look practically the same to me.
Texturally, they're different though.
Sure.
No, it depends
Usually.
if there's a lot
Usually.
of sauce. If there's a lot of sauce,
Yeah.
you can't fucking tell.
Yeah, that's true. If
I'm
it's
just-
swimming.
I just don't. I don't know. I don't have the meat lover gene, you know, whatever it
I want
is.
some of them steak fries. Give me a steak fries with chili cheese on them.
Yeah,
hot
that
dog.
sounds so good. See, I like chili cheese fries, chili cheese
Yeah.
burgers. I like chili cheese hot dogs, but yeah, chili cheese burgers are really good too. Oh man,
I like
that sounds so good.
Castle's chili sauce too. Have you ever had that? Castle's
I don't think
can?
so.
Oh, it's so good.
I've
No,
lived in
I
my
agree.
house for over a year. DoorDash still doesn't fucking have.
We know
get
that
DoorDash
DoorDash
here.
hates
Fuck
you.
those people. Fuck DoorDash.
In-N-Out is the worst burger chain on earth.
In and Out.
It's an abomination.
The
They
only
should
thing that's
all
bad
go
about
away.
In and Out is they have cups. Let's see, In and Out cup.
I don't know nothing about them.
314.
They're terrible. You're not missing anything, Drake. They're the worst
John
restaurant chain
316
on
is on all their
earth.
cups. That's the only thing about In and Out that sucks.
If I want a
What is
burger,
John 3:16?
that's
that
the
I know the
brother.
Bible verse.
Walk through the valley of
That's a
death, I
New
shall fear
Testament
no
thing.
evil, or
I'm
whatever
not
the fuck.
yeah.
For God so loved the world, he gave his one and only son for hamburgers. That's what it is. Did you guys see my tweet today?
If I want a good fast food burger, I just go to Culver's.
Culver's is so good.
Go right through the drive-thru. They make a damn good burger.
Sourdough melt, so good.
And they
Oh
got
my
good
God.
like custard. Oh, so
Yes.
Here's my latest tweet
I
that
love
I did
Culver.
today. Perhaps when a child's reading and comprehension are at full stride, they should be required to read up on the basics of all religions. This way they can get a broad feel for all the bullshit and stick to the only thing that really makes any sense at all, atheism. Thank you. 2 likes.
Oh God.
2. Did you like it twice?
No, I don't like my own tweets. I'm not a fucking sociopath. Ooh, gotta retweet that though. I retweet if the Fantasy Grounds retweets it, I retweet it.
That's funny that you retweet a retweet.
I don't like In-N-Out Burger because their burgers suck.
No, it's good.
I don't care that they put
John
John 316 on their cups.
That's
their prerogative.
If you live near
Their burgers
Spokane, let's
suck.
have a look at my pinball machine. My pinball machine with a video. It does all these games and more. Thank you. Why am I selling my pinball machine, you ask? Secret reasons. I have secret reasons.
Because you want a better pinball machine?
I have secret reasons.
Okay.
Because it takes up too much space.
I have secret reasons. Wait, what the fuck is this?
Is that a
This is
pinball machine?
clickbait. It's obviously this. If you open my pinball machine, that's what's in it. So come and buy it.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking just loads of cash. This is clickbait.
He's trying to move his drugs. Let's be honest.
This is urgent.
Why does the second one look like it's from the 1960s money? Look how old that money looks.
It
right?
does. It looks like it's like those are not dollars. Those are silver certificates.
Bam! There it is.
It's not going to give me the.
They made you click, Rob.
But I'm looking for the picture of the money. It's not there.
They never have the picture that they use on social media. This is clickbait 101.
Yeah, no, I was clicking on it because I'm so used to being able to click on a picture and make it bigger, and it. I clicked on the link. Yeah.
Yeah, not if it's an embed.
Oh wait, can I do this? Can I go right click?
Open image in new tab. Up 2 options. Nope, you went too high. Nope. Go back. Okay. What? Yeah, there you go. You did it.
Now, where's my plus magnifying glass thing?
Because it's like a 600 pixel image.
I know. Look, that's a $1,000 bill right there. That's not real. They don't have those anymore. I mean, they do, but they're not.
They do.
If you have a $1,000 bill, it's worth way more than $1,000. It's collectors. All right. Is the show over? Is it over? Rob Tui, is that your new pickup line? Let me show you my pinball machine. Yeah.
And still no ladies come over.
I don't like Bible verses, especially, because the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and the lesser known Greg. I don't think people. Thank you.
I thought it was Steve.
The first roll of quarters is free. What?
Whoa. I don't need to know about your roll of quarters.
Oh my God, DoorDash. Oh, fucking Big Brother. DoorDash. New login on your DoorDash account. Yeah, you know what? Delete. Fuck you people. My eBay auctions. Time to relist Creature Codex. Yes, I'm selling the book.
Why would you ever do that?
I'm selling my hardbacks. I gotta lighten the load here.
Why would
I have
you
special
ever
reasons.
do that?
You guys don't know this.
He's slowly dying.
I have a gambling debt. No. Look at WotC, 4E stuff.
Why are you doing that?
I'm selling stuff because I don't want it.
She is so pissed. Listen to her.
Totally digital.
I cannot bear to part with my D&D books. I also write in mine, so like no one would ever buy them. But that's beside the point.
You never know. It could be like those college kids. They don't care what's written in the books. They still need to buy it.
Yeah.
So I have 178 active. I have 178 active, and I have to relist. This is gonna have how many here?
If I had the money, I would go
34.
buy all of your fucking books, or at least the ones I don't have.
Yep,
His
well,
board
I
game
gotta
addiction
relist
is
all
real.
this shit.
Oh, you guys don't even want to know. I know all about board game addiction.
Hey, if somebody wants an exclusive, here I'll show you the auction to get. I'll show you the one. I'll show you what you need to do. Hold on. Where is it? Active.
I agree with you similarly. Someday I'll be famous though, right? Because my name will be in the credits of a bunch of 5th edition books. Maybe I'll make it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
5.5e books. Yeah.
Hey. And then
This is
somebody
the auction.
I can buy books where she wrote in the margins. Oh my god.
Frosthaven
Frosthaven.
Kickstarter full version plus extras mint in box.
Yeah.
It hasn't even shipped yet. If you buy this, I just go and put your address in it.
I wouldn't even buy that though, because digital is so much
$400.
better there.
$400 starting bid, or $600 takes it all. Because for reasons. Number one, the retail price is going to be high 200s just for the game, not for any of the extras. This has the sorter thing, all the add-ons and everything. Plus, you can't get it. It's not even available now, and it's not gonna be available. So,
when it hits the stores, it's gonna sell out like instantly.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So I've actually had people make offers to me lower than that, and I said no. You want it? Pay the price. I mean, I'm nice. I don't say that. But
He's faking it.
No, I get it. I mean, I've made offers to people. I say, listen, here's my Kickstarter thing that got everything that's included right here, like that. I've made offers. I mean, it's a thing. But the only reason it upsets me is I definitely clicked on the auction, not accepting offers, but people email you anyway because they think that you didn't really mean that. I take you to be my lawfully wedded wife. We're faithful to each other. You didn't really mean that. I mean, what do people think?
Oh my god.
You weren't. That wasn't serious, was it? Yeah, I think it was supposed to be
Didn't
serious.
have been.
So then I have all these auctions. Everybody, go to here. I'll put the link. How do you go to? How do you go to just me? I think you can go to. Isn't my name somewhere on here? Fuck. Oh, right here. Yeah. How do I? Oh, items for sale. There we go. Here, I'll give everybody the link so you guys can support me by buying my eBay crap. Here's season 1 of Smallville DVDs unopened, $1.
I was laughing because
There's just a lot of books in here, because people buy this.
$1.
You don't have any like it's not Books a Million, but there's like a bookstore.
Where do you have
You
all
can
this
go
crap,
sell all
Rob?
these books, especially the D&D books too. There's a lot of like used bookstores that buy books back from you.
Yeah, but you get shit for that.
True,
get,
but
like,
if you're just trying to offload them, then there's
is
your answer.
Where's all the D&D stuff?
I sold all my Harry Potter hardbacks to a used bookstore.
Oh
once.
my god, this fucking book. Can you believe I even have this?
First editions, like a crazy person. But,
I can't believe you have.
Oh, you know what? There's
most
34 auctions that expired at 7 o'clock today that I have to relist, so they're not in here.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work.
I'm trying to find. Yeah, all the D&D stuff must have got. Why doesn't this have a picture?
Harpo Ma has a question for you. Are there any adventure writers publishing among the TUI group?
So kind of no.
But also kind of yes.
Yeah, Robin.
I wrote adventures, just not for Team TUI.
I wrote Unknown Whom, and a group of us wrote Unknown Whom 2, and I'm supposed to write Unknown Whom.
I wrote 2 adventures for AdventureAweek.com. AAW Games.
Penthouse 30th
I'm sure some of you have heard of that. I wrote 2 adventures for them.
Playboy, not even a thing anymore. Ooh, This one I can't believe somebody didn't get because that's hard to find. This one too. All these Star Trek game things, Starfleet. These are all high ticket items. This one, I've had this since I was 10 years old, and I can't believe. But I got to get rid of the load. I got to lighten the load, people. This is a special book to me too, but I it's got to go. Here's Dragon magazines in their original mailers, not even opened. Yeah, these are. Yeah, that cost.
Dude, you need to lighten the load. That's for sure. You got a lot of stuff.
Here's a signed letter from Star Trek: The Next Generation when I was writing spec scripts. They didn't take any of them. What's this? Submission guidelines. Yeah, see, these are for collectors because you can't get that shit. It's one of a kind. And then, so all the ones I need to relist are probably the D&D stuff. Let's go look. My eBay, fucking internet, selling, unsold. Dungeon magazine. Oh, I have a mouse or a playmat from the adventure, the Descent to Avernus thing, the live event. Can't find those. Only $139. You can have it for $500. You can't find them. Collector's item. Here's Tome of Beast, $40. That's the regular price. WotC 4E, Dungeon Master's Guide. And there's also tons of stuff in my garage I just haven't listed yet because it's a pain in the ass to make these listings. AD&D. Here, $2 for an Xfinity remote. You need an extra one? $2. Creature Codex. That's the regular price. AD&D Dungeon Magazine. Hey, Croft and Barrow socks, cotton blend, brand new with the wrapper on them. Oh, there's more. Millennium Falcon. Realms of Fantasy issue number 1, only $4. The original soundtrack to Star Wars, original LP.
How do you ship all this stuff out?
I got boxes. I actually have LP shipping boxes.
And they just pick it up from your porch or something?
Yeah, I can. If you send something, you can't do media mail, but you can bundle media mail with other things. If you send even one thing priority mail or first class, they'll come and pick it up at your front porch. The post office will. AD&D Dungeon Magazine. Oh yeah. See, and I'm literally like, I have 200 auctions. I need to probably have 1,000. I'm literally going through my house going, yeah, I don't need this. Let's put it on eBay. See if anybody wants it. And then after nobody buys it on eBay for 6 months, I can donate to charity or whatever.
That's so much work.
It is a lot of work. But what I do is I make everything expire Sunday at 7 o'clock, so I only have to do it once, just once a week. Shit.
So much work, though.
So I'll do that later. eBay, everybody. Did I put the link? I did. No, I didn't. eBay.
Woo!
Here, this is eBay. Yeah, I think I did put the link.
Is it Saturday yet?
Almost.
I can't wait till this Saturday because I'll be gaming and we just did a menu. We got a menu going so we know what we're making.
So what is this thing you're doing on Saturday?
I'm driving up to Orlando on Thursday. We're checking in with my gaming group that we gamed together in high school, that we still get together and rent a house for the whole 4 days and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my god, that sounds pretty cool. Okay.
And we just go to the store like Thursday and we get a whole bunch of groceries and we just lock ourselves in. We don't go nowhere.
That sounds kind of awesome.
So, are we still doing the show? Or are we
No, it's all just bullshit now.
I know, we've devolved very, very
How
quickly,
about dungeon design? What do you use? So, Harpo, dungeon design, I have so many Map Forge, Dungeon Fog, Arkan Forge, Critical. I don't use any mapped. I don't use any of this shit because I bought them all so excited to never do any of them. So, first one I bought was Campaign Cartographer 3+, right? That's what everybody gets. Then all these other things started happening. One. Now there's a new one I just kickstarted that like basically you can it looked to me, the video looked to me like, I can't remember what it's called. You can basically draw a map with your mouse and have like you can, oh, there's a river here, a mountain here. It's like crazy. But I don't have time for.
Did Dungeon Alchemist ever finish? I don't think it
Oh
ever
my god, I
finished.
want that so bad. But I heard, so I watched a couple of YouTube videos about Dungeon Alchemist, and the problem people have with it right now is that the assets are really limited. So even though, like, yeah, you can have this AI make you a really cool dungeon, whatever, they look really samey. Like, they all look the same because they don't have a wide pool of assets for use in it.
What's it called?
And it also can't do Dungeon Alchemist.
Oh, Dungeon
Alchemist. It can't do like circular rooms or like hexagonal. You know, it can't do. It can just do squares and rectangles basically, and that's kind of it. So
available
it's really
on Steam
cool.
in 3 days.
I think it's really freaking cool. I almost backed the Kickstarter for it.
I think I did back the Kickstarter, but I don't remember getting a fucking thing for it.
Yeah, I'm going to Steam right now because I swore I did this too. Because yeah, look at how cool that is. Of course, the videos always make it. You know, like they do that in 2. Yeah. Probably take 4 hours.
It's so fucking easy too.
Because you just tell it, oh, I want 3 rooms. Bam! It just like makes that shit for you. Like that sounds so cool. I'm not gonna lie, but I would really want it to have a lot more stuff. You know, what if I want a graveyard or like a chapel? You know, like it just needs more variety, I think.
Well, I mean, not to make excuses for it, but it is kind of new, so it's
like, for sure. Yeah, I guess I'm just waiting for it to mature.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I used one on Steam. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of it right now. But basically, it got better only after they made a whole bunch of DLC for it. Let me look up what it's called because it's actually a really neat one. You like build dungeons in 3D. Now this one unfortunately is a lot slower to use than something like Dungeon Alchemist because you have to put in like every piece by piece and like almost like CAD designing it or like level design or whatever.
Yeah, I kickstarted
so it takes a lot longer, but it's really cool.
Yeah, me too.
So where's my fucking where the fuck?
A lifetime license.
Where the fuck is my? I didn't get any goddamn notification.
Virtual battle
map. We have to look for it.
Is the one that I.
It could be in your emails. They could have emailed you the code for the Steam release.
I'm usually pretty good about, but you can the updates here.
When was that done?
This was March 25th.
Okay,
like
so maybe it's not done because
release
still
day.
saying...
If you backed Steam key will be in your email right after release. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're not going crazy.
Not panic mode yet. Not like Return to Dark Tower where I had to send them an email because they left a component completely out.
I put a link in the Discord chat here for the one that I use.
Virtual battle map.
Yeah, virtual battle map.
Let's put that in the chat too. In the chat.
This one's really cool because you build essentially like 3D environments, and then you can get like top-down pictures of them or somewhat isometric.
Mixed reviews.
And it has, so like if you want it to have like a lot of variety, you'd have to buy all the DLC for it, which makes it a little expensive. But it has some really cool kits and stuff that you can get for it. I like this one a lot. I think Dungeon Alchemist will be the best because it'll be so fast.
Print and play, tabletop pen and paper. Project onto Surface Play. Oh, that's cool. You can use a projector to project. Web-based virtual tabletop play. Web-based virtual tabletop. You know what that means. LCD screen and table play.
They should have brought you along with Fantasy Grounds. That would have been great.
What's the license for produced maps? On Dungeon Alchemist? Or
yeah, I mean, I guess it really depends. Every software, most of them don't have commercial licenses. And the ones that do, it's like hundreds of dollars to buy the commercial license.
Wonder. I mean, I'm not condoning like cheating anybody or like that, but I've always wondered what are they going to do to stop you? Like somebody, for either from the company or somebody that's savvy enough sees an artwork and goes, "Hey, you're violating the thing. I'm turning you in. Like, how are they even gonna know? You know?
Well, so like the burden of proof is always going to be on the person using the artwork that they may or may not have a license for. So if I, worked for a virtual battle map and I bought a product that I saw was using a map made with this software, and I was concerned, I would just contact them and be like, "Do you have a license for this? Just checking, because like it's really on that person. It is a, what do you call it? Like a on a good faith sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would never, me personally, I would never use artwork that I didn't commission or have the license to use. But I know that not everybody out there is like that. So
Right. Fury Fate, thank you for the resub. Resub. Bit boss. Hype boss. It's called Hype Boss now. Hype boss. All right. Yeah, we're done. It's over.
We're done. We're so done. Maybe
done.
when Dungeon Alchemist comes out, we could try to figure out how to use it for Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, people can make maps and use them for I mean, you could sell them on the Forge. That's how you do it.
Don't say that. I don't think you can do that.
Oh, well, I mean, if you have the commercial, that's what I meant. You guys know what I meant.
He's going to get us in so much trouble, y'all.
My opinions are not that of anybody.
Oh, what's this? Apparently Fantasy Grounds is doing something for 3D maps as well. What? Explain. Elaborate, please.
It's the first time hearing
it.
It.
Yes, please elaborate. I sort of heard about that, but I've also heard like many things that are never going to come true.
Oh, they're saying Dungeon Alchemist can make Fantasy Grounds maps.
Yeah, because you just make an image and export it.
Nice.
JPEG.
Similarly dreadful. Said so.
Yeah.
Remember, we can't say it now.
Josh showed it off briefly
at the end of. Oh, so Watmow knows about it. Got to get in on that.
Need to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
Josh, why didn't you tell us?
Why didn't you tell us? I'm gonna make him come on the show again and say, "Why didn't you tell us?" Right. All right, everybody. Well, good. I'm gonna close Fantasy. Oh, bye. Level Up. If I close Fantasy, well, no, I did this. I'll update it.
Everybody should buy Level Up though. It's an awesome system.
Everybody should buy it. Let's close Steam because
try it out instead of your regular 5th edition game. Try one shot. Run it once. See if you like it. If you hate it, don't blame me. I only wrote a little bit.
You want all responsibility shifted away.
Diablo Bob, shut up.
Rob Tui, any word on the VR Fantasy Grounds thing you backed years ago? Oh, yeah.
Remember Tilt 5, the thing that you and me went in on, and we've never heard anything about?
No, I get updates. You're getting updates on it.
Yeah, but I'm like, seriously, this should have been done already.
Oh, it should have totally been done already. But COVID,
this isn't
that's why.
Related to Smiteworks, correct?
No.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they are partnered with Smiteworks, yes.
Oh, they are?
And here's what's her name again? Jerry. This is a video. She's got pinball machines. This is a video. They're in their office they were showing boxing up the stuff. So it's getting close. This was February 11th. And she said she'd come on the show when it was all done.
Wait, go back up. What was that?
What you expect when you're expecting it to find?
That's funny.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
That's beautiful.
Because they are boxing it, but COVID made, they didn't have a part and all this
COVID killed a lot of projects, a lot of things. So I just recently got something that was promised to me like 2 years ago. I'm like, I forgot about this. I just wrote this off as never coming to me.
Oh yeah, I'm getting Kickstarters all the time, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jerry said she'd come on the show when it was all done, so we'll ask her for about that. Jerry and Amy, I think, is their names.
Dude, my husband would love this.
And I kickstarted this when I had money because it was like $1,000 or $800 something, whatever the fuck it was. Yeah.
So thank God they took our money before we got poor.
Right, because now nobody has any money anymore. Yeah, $800.
So
it was $900. Oh my God.
Or what?
Supposed to be here July of 20. So it's going to be 2 years late now.
So will it function like Tabletop Simulator? You just play in VR?
No, it's a there's videos there. Here, let's play the video.
Stevie will join us later.
Let's squeeze in a game then.
Ooh,
yeah, this sort of shows you what's
game
up.
Of Warriors? Sure.
I'm in.
rock and roll.
Catan?
Or whatever. It's got like a million games.
Yeah.
But this is what they're showing.
Uno. Oh.
See?
It just looks like a Catan clone.
Oh, and then they're playing with a friend over the internet or something, I think, too. Maybe I'm imagining that. Hold on.
So it's not VR, it's AR.
Yeah, it says play with your friends even when apart. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where did we leave off?
The glass
clings to the
flickered
wall of the cave, just as the villagers said. Nevertheless,
See, the only thing I'm wondering is
drawn
because
in.
I wear glasses normally, it's like exactly feels
Same.
over my glasses.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to have to wear contacts for this, y'all.
No, it's like when you go to the 3D movie, just put them on right on the scene.
Hate that stuff.
Yeah, I can't watch movies in 3D.
But they don't have those like blue and red cardboard thing like from the 50s
Right.
anymore. They got
Something.
regular
Right,
oversized
yeah,
glasses.
but still, they're just.
Anyway, you guys get it.
roll for
It
initiative.
definitely looks interesting.
But I totally 100% did it because they were partnered with Smiteworks.
Fantasy ground.
Yeah, see right here, it's the first one. And
Take
I
it
asked
with
Doug
you.
about it. I said, "Is this going to be cool?" And he goes, "Listen, I wouldn't tell you to buy it if you didn't have the money for it, but it does look pretty cool." So that's what he told me.
That was interesting. It's
That's back when I
definitely an
spent money on
interesting
this, and I went
concept.
to the fucking alpha party for $2,500, and I had a lot of money, and now it's all gone.
Oh, that's the story of my life.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
Actually,
You guys
my
start,
story is
putting out new projects.
not really that easy come, but certainly easy go.
They say like the American dream is to own your own home. Well, I say that's a fucking lie.
Millennials don't want to own homes, though. They want to rent.
I would
I
have
own my home.
rather rented,
Yeah.
but since we've bought a house, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I love our house. Our house is awesome because it's our house, but like, it's just constantly like we moved in and it was like, gotta fix this, gotta fix that. Then our fence fell down and we had to fix that, and like, it's just never ending.
Oh yeah, like I bought my house. It's only a year old now, and I'm all I do every day is wait for shit to break. Like, what's next?
Yeah,
I
your
mean,
stuff
it-
probably won't
you know,
break
it
for a
hasn't-
while though.
No, right, but or something.
This house
Oh.
is over 20 years old, so.
There was so many
How-
things about buying a house that I just couldn't have even have predicted. That I'm like, oh, that's how that works. Fuck
Mhm.
me.
So
Yeah.
I'm looking at the stream and I'm looking at your tags, Rob. How is this a horror related stream?
So here's
Is
the
it your
thing.
language?
Yeah, here's the thing about Twitch.
Uh huh.
Twitch categorizes the I'm trying to bring it up.
As horror?
Yes, yeah, and I guess I asked about that, and Doug said, Ron too.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Doug said that I asked, like, strategy is also not. I would put. I mean, there's
There's
Cthulhu.
extra
right?
tags that I put when I stream. You can put like persistent campaign. You can put RPG. Why don't dice? Why don't those just come baked with fantasy ground?
That's
Why
what
does
I'm-
it have
that's
to
what I'm
have
saying.
horror? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
because
what
if
I-
you
I
change
can
it.
understand strategy. I can understand
Yeah,
that,
that's
but for
fine.
horror?
Yeah, so here they
But
are:
dice, it
RPG,
should include
horror,
dice.
strategy, and indie game. I would say 3 out of 4 of those are wrong.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And you can't change them, which is so dumb.
No, it's so dumb. Unfollow.
Or you would have to
No,
go
I'm just
talk to Twitch and be like, hey, Twitch.
Yeah,
fix your
it's the
shit.
same.
These are wrong.
It's the same fight as trying to get them to use Fantasy Grounds, not Fantasy Grounds 2 as a Twitter tag or Twitter handle. Like, it's just nobody gives a fuck.
I mean, it might also just be that there's like a lot of hoops to jump through.
But here,
With
like, watch
Twitch.
this. Let's go to Twitter, right? Let's go to twitter.com.
Oh
Let's
my
go-
god.
Has a fantasy ground.
We did this last week.
No, but we
or on
didn't actually-
Wednesday.
I said it, but I didn't actually go there. So
Oh, and the Fantasy Grounds Academy tagged the other account. We go
Here-
back to that tweet.
here-
Oh yeah, there
here it is. 33 followers. Join October of 2009. There used to not be any tweets. Here's one from 2009. Yeah, there was like however many. There were like so many tweets.
And Doug doesn't own this account?
Followed by Fantasy Grounds Academy. But it's just a fucking nothing account. That's it.
Like somebody just took up the names. So
Twitter feed test, October 1st, 2009. Twitter feed test, and then second Twitter feed test, booyah, and then yet another Twitter feed test, and then that's it. Test this.
This was actually his account, but he forgot.
No, this I want to say that this was put together by the Norwegian guys or whoever, the original makers of Fantasy Grounds. Because Doug and John purchased it, I think, in 2010.
Oh, I never knew that.
I was technically right.
Yeah, so
by
they
the
and then
company.
And I told them to go after this, and I said they're gonna give it to you. Nobody's done anything for fucking 13 years on this account, and they're like, well, we can't. They just don't care. It makes me so mad because Fantasy Grounds 2 is so lame. Because at one point Fantasy Grounds was called Fantasy Grounds 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was the title of the software.
When's the best option now? They should just change it to Fantasy Grounds Unity.
They totally
should.
The
handle.
I'm gonna fucking go get that Twitter handle and make them pay me $50,000 to get it.
No, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
You just type twitter.com/Fantasy Grounds Unity, like up in in the address bar. Yeah, Twitter.yeah, and then you can see if it's actually a user or not. This account doesn't exist. Well, now that we've showed it on stream, somebody should go grab it, then give it to Doug.
Hostage.
Yeah, hold it. I mean, not hold it hostage, but save it for Doug so that somebody else doesn't grab it.
All right, who can beat me to it?
Somebody who's watching the stream. Probably.
Yeah, but I don't know how to make an account. How do you?
You have to log out and then have another email address.
Just saying.
Okay, hold on. Let's just calm down. How do you log out?
Is it really?
It used to be in the top right, but now it's not. So I don't know.
Oh my god, I can't.
Oh! It opened an incognito browser. That'd probably be the fastest way to do it. 3 dots. All the way on the right. Yeah.
You guys are funny.
But you have to use an email account that doesn't already have a Twitter account, basically.
Right.
You're doxing your phone number.
Oh yeah.
You're doxing yourself, sir.
That's a phone number field, sir.
I know.
But
just switch to your title card screen for the stream.
But what? But you have to. But it won't
let
me use my
it's
same
a phone number
field.
Field.
I know, but okay.
Oh god, you guys.
You're putting it on the internet.
So bad.
I switched.
I feel like I should excuse myself.
Oh, he switched. He switched the screen.
Yeah, I know. But I'm watching you on the other screen doing this shit.
You have my phone number.
I also do, but I don't want you to put it on the internet.
No, I
know.
You
gotta protect yourself.
Listen, call me. I need chicks. Call me.
They're saying it's the credit card number we have to wait for, apparently.
Yeah, that's the one you want.
Yeah.
Your exact date of birth, your social security number, and your maiden
if we get that
name.
wait. If we're getting the birth date and the phone number, we might be able to crack the code and open the passwords.
Social security.
My credit is all locked, and my credit is locked, and also I have okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. My credit.
My God,
I did it.
You did it. You claimed it. Fantasy Grounds Unity.
Oh
no! Here's where you gotta put it in. Did somebody already take it?
Oh, must be shorter than 15. Ah.
It hurts to physically laugh.
What about? Oh yeah, so FG Unity would be equally sucky. Fantasy Grounds 1 is available. So
I can't believe you just went through all
I
of
know,
that.
but I'm just gonna cancel it all. Fuck it.
It was too
I'm out.
Ow. Ow.
long. Oh my god, I'm dying.
So I tried it, you guys, and it was too long. You can't get Fantasy Grounds Unity
Ow.
because it's too long.
The cheeky thing to do would be to take Rob's credit card and then buy everything Rob Tui on DM's Guild with it. But he'd still be losing out money because DM's Guild would take their cut.
Yeah.
But he'd get like a portion of it back. That's funny.
Anyway, you guys, Fantasy Grounds.
That was hilarious.
Why don't they just...
That's random. Are they showing the Oscars right now? Is that
Yeah.
what's going on?
Messi said that
is today the Oscars? See,
Will
Yeah.
Smith smacked Chris Rock live at the Oscars
I
because
was,
of a joke about Will's wife.
I was
it
down.
a funny joke?
I was down with the
I mean,
Oscars for like my
yeah,
entire life. Now I could give a flying fuck.
Yeah, the Oscars are fucking full
I
of
don't
shit.
even give a shit anymore. I used to be so, back when Johnny Carson and Billy Crystal and Whoopi Goldberg and even when they had hosts that did shit. Now it's just like, oh, Kevin Hart can't host because he had a tweet that was too offensive 15 years. Fuck you. I just don't even want a part of it now. I'd rather do my
Rob
own little
Tui,
show.
the original offender.
Yep, I live my motto by...
Offending everybody. We're waiting for him
try
to get
try
canceled
not
on the
to.
internet.
This is how everybody should live their lives. Every human being should live their life by this motto: try not to offend, but try way harder to not be offended. If you lived your life like that, you would just never have a problem. But you guys are women, so you wouldn't understand.
No, we don't.
See?
What?
Yes,
Who's
me and my
women?
pea brain.
I'm still
I
here.
can't
What?
comprehend.
Robin, my little pea brain. That's good stuff. You're a woman, Drake. You're a woman. We're all women.
Oh yeah, if you're new here,
Yeah,
Rob
don't be offended.
doesn't- Yeah, well, no, yeah,
Canceled.
Exactly,
Yeah, canceled. Everything's canceled.
We're just waiting for that canceled.
By the way, let me just go to the Discord channel and go to the rules. And number 8, Rob Tui's personality takes some getting used to. Yes, that's a rule.
You can say that again.
So you can say that.
High
It's not for
expectations.
All
everybody.
right, so
It's
I'm going to
not for
upload this to
everybody.
YouTube and cut off the last 3 minutes.
Please
He
do.
really bolded, changed the font, and high expectations.
Someone marked this time code for Rob so he knows when to cut the video.
Oh, I'll know.
Yeah, it's been
You'll
wild.
know. Yeah, because YouTube, they're a little bit stricter about what you can and can't say.
Yeah. The shit show's over. Good gaming, everyone.